Nvidia is betting $1 trillion on a future where AI doesn't wait for a prompt, but clocks in for a shift. Nvidia is currently the most valuable company on Earth, with a market capitalization that has crossed $4 trillion. To the casual observer, it is a chip company. To the investor, it is an AI powerhouse. But if you look at the recent announcements from CEO Jensen Huang, you realize Nvidia is no longer just selling hardware. They are betting on a fundamental shift in how the world consumes intelligence. For years, the atomic unit of AI was the prompt. A human types a question, the model responds, and the system resets. Demand was discrete. It was finite. It was triggered by a person. But at the 2026 GTC conference, Huang signaled that this era is ending. He projected $1 trillion in purchase orders through 2027, and his reasoning was simple. The inference inflection point has arrived. In plain language, Nvidia is moving from a world of prompts to a world of machine hours. A machine hour is a unit of continuous, autonomous work performed by an AI system, independent of human interaction. Think of an AI agent managing a customer pipeline or a robot navigating a warehouse. These systems don't wait to be asked. They don't respond to queries. They clock in for a shift. They monitor, reason, and execute while the human is asleep. In this new economy, compute demand isn't a spike that fades. It is structural. It accumulates. This is why the hardware is changing. The new Vera Rubin architecture isn't just about speed. It integrates Grok 3 LPU technology to handle sustained agentic throughput. It is designed for the decode phase of inference, where agents spend most of their time. It is the difference between a sprint and endurance. To support this, Nvidia is planting a flag on the software layer with OpenClaw, an open-source agent platform that Huang calls the operating system for personal AI. But this trillion-dollar bet relies on a massive architectural assumption. That intelligence requires moving inconceivable amounts of data through silicon furnaces that consume enough electricity to power small cities. A single AI query to ChatGPT consumes roughly 100 times the energy of a traditional Google search. The Blackwell chips draw 200 watts each. Data centers now account for 2% of global electricity consumption. The industry's response has been to build bigger power plants. Microsoft is restarting 3 Mile Island. Amazon is buying nuclear capacity. But there is a trillion-dollar question nobody is asking. Are we breeding horses at the dawn of the automobile? The human brain performs roughly 10 to the 16th power operations per second on barely 20 watts of power. It doesn't multiply dense matrices. It uses sparse, event-driven signals. If neuromorphic or sparse architectures, like Intel's Loy or brain chips Akita, mature, the current GPU paradigm could become as quaint as vacuum tubes. Hyperscalers and governments are projected to spend over $2 trillion on AI infrastructure through 2030. But if the architecture shifts, the economics could collapse, as companies will have spent trillions on a paradigm that was displaced before the investment paid off. Nvidia knows the risk, so they are diversifying. They are moving into the AI networking value chain, investing $2 billion each into Coherent and Lumentum for optical interconnects, and another $2 billion into Marvell Technology for custom accelerators. They are building the AI factory, an integrated system of compute, high-speed interconnects, and software. Yet, this empire faces a fragile reality in its supply chain. In March 2026, the Department of Justice charged 3 insiders at Supermicro with conspiring to smuggle $5 billion worth of Nvidia chips to China. The methods were desperate, using shell companies and even packaging GPUs inside consumer appliances like hairdryers. This revealed the power dynamic of the AI boom. Supermicro's revenue is almost entirely dependent on Nvidia's supply. Nvidia, however, can reroute its demand to Dell, HP, or Lenovo overnight. The OEMs are just the plumbing. The moat belongs to Nvidia. Despite the scandal, Nvidia didn't blink. They expanded their collaboration with Supermicro for the Vera Rubin and CPX platforms. The business case for high-volume assembly is simply too large to sacrifice over rogue actors. Nvidia is no longer just selling a chip. They are building the infrastructure for a world where AI never clocks out, betting that the demand for machine hours will outweigh the risk of a total architectural revolution.